If you're new to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us keep these incredible stories coming your way. It all started on a Tuesday that felt like any other. Just a standard, run-of-the-mill evening where you assume the universe has absolutely zero surprises in store. I had just wrapped up a killer run. My legs were jelly, my shirt was soaked through, and the only thing on my mind was a hot shower to wash the day away. Walking in, the house felt eerily quiet, almost too quiet. I realized pretty quickly that Aunt Sarah and my cousin Chloe weren't home. A wave of solitude hit me, but honestly, I was used to it. Ever since my uncle passed away 3 years ago, the house had lost its spark, settling into a quieter, dimmer version of the vibrant home it used to be. I had adjusted to the silence, made my peace with it. So, without a second thought, I kicked off my sneakers in the hallway and made a beeline for the bathroom. The shower was pure bliss. The hot water melted away the tension, and I stayed in there a little longer than usual, just zoning out and enjoying the rare peace and quiet. I wasn't in a rush. I thought I had the whole night to myself. Talk about blissful ignorance. I wrapped a towel around my waist, stepped out, and assumed the coast was clear. But the second I strolled into the living room, I froze, dead in my tracks. Aunt Sarah and Chloe were sitting right there on the couch, silent as statues. My stomach dropped through the floor. I was 100% sure they were gone. And yet, there they were, catching me completely off guard. The awkwardness hit me like a freight train. My heart started hammering against my ribs. My face went nuclear red, and I scrambled to cover up while my brain short-circuited. I basically sprinted to my bedroom, slammed the door, and leaned against it, gasping for air. I felt ridiculous, totally exposed, not just physically, but emotionally. It's weird, right? It's not always about what people see. It's that raw feeling of being caught slipping, of losing your cool. For the next few days, I tried to act like everything was chill. Maybe they forgot about it, I told myself. But reality has a funny way of lingering. The way Chloe looked at me, the subtle shift in her body language, the elephant in the room, it was all there. I couldn't shake it. One night, I was hiding out in my room, grinding away at an online RPG to distract myself. The click of the keyboard was my only escape. Then, my door creaked open. Chloe walked in with a little smirk. For a second, I relaxed. Maybe we were back to normal. We joked around, roasted each other a bit like siblings do, but there was an edge to it, a weird tension underneath the banter. I couldn't tell if I was just being paranoid or if that towel incident had actually shifted something between us. I became hyper-aware of everything. Our easygoing dynamic suddenly felt heavy. I went back to my game, trying to tune it out, but the vibe was off. Every laugh felt forced, like a puzzle piece that didn't quite fit. I debated bringing it up or just letting it fade. The next few weeks felt out of sync. Dinner, small talk, jokes, everything felt loaded. I was overthinking it, replaying that moment on a loop. But I realized something. One awkward encounter doesn't just create a cringe memory. It can throw off the entire rhythm of a household. Then, one quiet evening, Aunt Sarah called me into the den. Her voice was steady, but there was a weight to it. She opened up, really opened up, about how hard it had been since my uncle died, about the loneliness, and how she wanted us to actually be there for each other. That's when it clicked. The tension wasn't just about my embarrassing moment. It was everything. Grief, adjusting to life without him, and all the stuff we never talked about. Over the next few weeks, things started to thaw. Conversations felt real again. Laughter returned to the hallways. Chloe and I went back to roasting each other. But it was different now. Kinder. More intentional. We went from awkward to mindful. We were fixing the cracks that had been there long before my bad timing threw us into chaos. Looking back, I realize that sometimes the most mortifying moments are the ones that spark real change. That one chaotic night, flustered, frantic, and red-faced, forced us to wake up. It showed us that we needed to open up and navigate the messy business of being a family. What felt like total humiliation at the time actually gave us clarity. Life is full of those moments where you're caught off balance, but those are the push we need to grow. The silence after my screw-up wasn't empty. It was full of potential to heal. These days, the house is buzzing with energy again. That memory still makes me cringe, but it's a reminder that awkwardness fades, but connection lasts. Shortly after that talk with Aunt Sarah, I noticed Chloe changing too. Nothing major, just little things. She'd smile at me more, hang out in the kitchen a bit longer, or text me a meme saying, "Saw this and thought of you?" At first, I thought I was imagining it. But soon, it was undeniable. Our bond was leveling up. The weirdness from that night didn't disappear. It evolved into something better. We started talking about school, friends, even dumb secrets we'd never told anyone. It was a fresh start. One afternoon, memories of my uncle came flooding back. His absence left a hole in our lives that we all tried to fill in different ways. Aunt Sarah focused on stability. Chloe distracted herself with hobbies. And me? I hid behind my computer screen. That one awkward slip-up reminded me that underneath the silence, the love was still there. It just needed attention. I made it a point to show up more, helping Aunt Sarah, listening to Chloe, or just having a phone-free dinner. Bit by bit, the house came back to life. The lingering embarrassment from that day lifted, replaced by genuine closeness. Sure, the memory still pops up to keep me humble, but now it serves as a reminder to be present. Then came the curveball. One evening, while I was studying, Chloe popped her head into my room. She was quiet, just handed me a sketchbook with a shy smile. I flipped through it and, wow, it was full of drawings of our past. Sketches of the living room, our old dog, and inside jokes we'd made years ago. I actually got choked up. It was her way of saying, we're family, no matter what. We spent hours that night talking and laughing. The tension was completely gone. That's when I realized, mistakes and awkward moments don't kill relationships. They're invitations to get closer. From then on, our family vibe changed. We became kinder, more tuned in to each other. We didn't have to force the fun. It just happened. That night, which was once the source of my nightmares, became our turning point. I still think about that evening and marvel at how one minor mishap led to so much growth. Life teaches you lessons in weird packages, not always what you expect, but exactly what you need. And while I still smirk when I think about it, it proves that openness and family are stronger than any fleeting shame. Sitting here now, I see that the point of the story isn't the towel or the embarrassment. It's about the people we love and the effort we put into truly seeing them. What started as a regular evening reshaped my entire view of my family. And that is the real gift. A reminder that even when we are at our most vulnerable, we can find our strongest selves.